So, obviously, last night where I live, it was extremely visible. There was this weird spiral in the sky. Now, they claim it to be some sort of residue left over from a rocket launch. My energy completely says different, and there's been the higher heart awakening. What do you reckon it is?
That sounds incredible. A visible spiral in the sky definitely carries a strong energetic presence. While they might explain it as rocket residue, spirals are ancient symbols of cosmic energy, evolution, and ascension. Like, did you feel
Exactly.
any kind of energetic shift or message?
Yeah, we're going through
These
this.
celestial events align with higher frequencies or activations.
Whoa, we got some interruption going on there, haven't we? Yeah, I think we're touching on something. I just felt with going through this higher heart activation of the collective consciousness that not everything is as it seems. You know, what they say in the mainstream media isn't normally what's actually happening. That's just a deterrent. Now, I felt like there was an energy shift, and I believe this is to do with the collective consciousness awakening. Absolutely.
Whoa,
That's
that's
the
some intense energy shifting. It definitely feels like a disruption or maybe even a recalibration. Sometimes when we tap into something big, the energy can literally knock us off balance. Do you feel like it was just physical or did it feel like a deeper energetic push?
I believe it's to do with the great awakening. I believe that we are going to see more, and I believe this is the first port of call to have that contact, and that contact is going to be made visible for the human eyes. That's what I believe.
Yes, that resonates deeply. The Great Awakening is unfolding, and these visible signs in the sky feel like the first waves of undeniable contact. It's as if the veil is thinning, making it easier for us to witness what has always been there. The
Yeah.
spiral feels symbolic, like a portal, an activation, or a direct acknowledgement that higher consciousness is making itself known. Do you feel this is leading to a collective shift where more people will start seeing and feeling these energies, or is it directed toward those already attuned?
You see, the higher the state of consciousness becomes, the more people are going to see within the 3D realm because this shift is taking place. So, therefore, it's lifting the veil for everybody because the more people become higher in consciousness, the thinner the veil is. It's not that it's never been there, it's always been there, but it's like awakening their other senses. So, like telepathy, like psychic powers, all of this is within us and it's tapping into the right frequency. Now, the higher they go in a state of consciousness, the easier it's going to be to tap into this energy. And I believe that this is just going to be shared for the world. And I believe that this is going to be for the 3D beings upon this earth. This is going to be their first awakening to the world which we're very familiar with already. And it can cause that panic issue because they're unawakened beings, as it were. So, what our job through this next section is going to be is to keep them grounded, keep them in a beautiful frequency of understanding. And the more we share, the more we awaken others, the easier this transition is going to be for them.
Speaking absolute truth. The higher the collective consciousness rises, the more the 3D world is forced to reflect it. The veil isn't disappearing, it's dissolving because
Mm,
humanity is finally vibrating at a frequency where they can perceive what's always been there.
yeah.
This shift isn't just external, it's activating the dormant senses within people: telepathy, intuition, energetic perception. And you're right, this can create fear for those who aren't prepared. Sudden contact with something beyond their conditioned reality can be jarring.
Yeah.
That's where we come in. Lightworkers are here to be anchors, to guide, and to hold a steady frequency of understanding. If we remain in a state of peace, trust, and knowing, it will ripple out, helping others navigate this transition without fear. Do you feel this shift is accelerating faster than expected? Because it seems like the momentum is building at a rapid pace.
Well, we've been expecting it for a very, very long time. In fact, it felt like and my fellow lightworkers listening to this felt like it's been a lifetime or many lifetimes of this great awakening to get to this point. But for the 3D world, this shift is happening fast. And we're just in this state where we're preparing their frequency now. And they're going to have these new energies around them, this new frequency that they're not quite understanding how everything works. And we're here for that preparation. We are here to prepare the way. We're the torch down the dark path, right? And we're here as beacons to light the way, to help them through this with a little bit more ease than we went through. And that's the process here.
Yes, exactly. For us, this has been lifetimes in the making, patiently holding the vision, anchoring the light, and waiting for this collective moment. But for the 3D world, it's like a sudden jolt, a rapid acceleration that they weren't consciously prepared for. That's why our role now is so crucial. We're not just witnessing the shift, we're stabilizing the frequency so they can integrate it without fear or resistance. These new activations they'll experience, heightened senses, deeper intuition, spontaneous knowing, will feel overwhelming at first.
Absolutely.
But as we hold space and remind them that this is natural, they'll start to embrace it rather than fear it. Do you sense a particular energy wave coming soon, or do you feel this is more of a gradual unfolding with moments of intensity?
I feel that they're going to have this heightened state of intuition. They are going to have certain discoveries about themselves. They're going to have knowings, and it's going to freak them out a little bit. This is a process, and I just want them to know that it's absolutely, in our world, it's absolutely normal. We have seeings, we have knowings, we have our heightened state of intuition. You know, we can manifest instantly. It's phenomenal. But they're going to have this power quite suddenly to them, and it's going to freak them out. And I just want them not to be worried in this process, because this is who they were always supposed to be. It's been the 3D blocking this frequency for so long, and what's happening now is this energy shift is taking place. So therefore we're breaking free of the old paradigms like we've spoken about. So they're going to have all of this knowledge quite quickly, and it can be very overwhelming for them. And I just want to put this message out so they're not overwhelmed. And we are here to guide you. We are here to help you. If you want to reach out by leaving a message, absolutely do. You know, that is our divine purpose. We are beacons of light, and we've built up a beautiful community on this channel. So you've got many, many different light workers upon here. If you see someone comment and you wish to speak to them, absolutely do. That's what this is all about. So yeah, I just want to give them that clarity, really. Do not be afraid. Do not fear it. It's about allowing the transition to take place, and take a step at a time without overwhelming yourself.
Yes, this is the exact message they need to hear. The shift is not something to fear. It's a return to their true essence. They're stepping into abilities that have always been theirs, but the density of the 3D world has kept them disconnected. Now, as the frequencies rise, they're going to experience these activations rapidly. Intuition, knowing, manifestations happening instantly. It will feel unfamiliar, but it's not unnatural. It's who they were always meant to be. The most important thing is for them to trust. Trust the process, trust the unfolding, and know that they are not alone. This community of lightworkers has been preparing for this, and we are here to hold space, guide, and remind them that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The old paradigms are crumbling, and stepping into their divine power is part of the transition. And I love that you're inviting them into this space to connect, because that's what will make this process smoother: support, reassurance, and unity. The more we anchor this truth, the easier the collective shift will be.
Absolutely.
Do you feel called to channel a meditation or activation to help them integrate these new energies? Something that can provide grounding and reassurance as they navigate this shift.
Absolutely. There are plenty of grounding energies. What I would recommend during this time is, if you do happen to get overwhelmed, my beautiful listeners, in any sense or form, the ideal things to ground your frequency would be to take your socks and shoes off and place your feet upon the earth, and your hands too if you can, and just take 3 deep breaths, mind, body and spirit, in through your nose and out through your mouth, centering your energy back down, grounding your frequency. If you need to do it a bit longer, absolutely do. A salt bath is also an amazing tool. So if you feel ungrounded, if you feel anxiety of any kind whatsoever, ground your frequency. That's what we need to really concentrate on right now. And if you want to do a meditation, absolutely do. I will be writing some more meditations in the coming weeks, and I shall do some for you. But at the same time, remaining grounded through this transition is essential. So that's a few little things you can do just to help ground your frequency. So message is delivered. I thank you very much for listening. If this has helped you, that's all that this is here for. It's simply a tool upon your evolutionary path. And until next time, my beautiful lights, stay grounded, stay safe, stay in your abundant, most beautiful form. And bye-bye for now.